Here we go. I'm loving that. Loving that. Welcome to Across the Great Iron. Before I say anything, please hit that like and subscribe button as well. Let me know that you appreciate, what we're doing here. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for watching the channel. And, I've got more videos as well. Please check my other videos, particularly look at the one that I did about the MVP and who's going to get to the Super Bowl. Right, so Eagles Green, Cowboy fan today, and we are playing the Philadelphia Eagles for a game that really, really means a lot. Now, I'm going to predict that game. I'm going to predict other games as well. And before I talk about the Dallas Cowboys game against the Eagles, let's look across the NFL. NFL Sunday, I'm here live in the United Kingdom. The game starts at 6 o'clock, United Kingdom time. And we've got the Lions and the Bears. We've got Jaguars, Browns. We've got Panthers, Saints, Buccaneers, Falcons, Colts, Bengals, Rams, Ravens, and Texans, Jets. So these are all the 6 o'clock kickoffs. So let me just run through them very, very quickly. I'm going to tell you who I like the best in this game, and I'll tell you why. Lions and Bears. Just reminds me of an old school rhymes about lion, tigers, and bears. And scary. You don't want to come across a lion, don't want to come across a bear. I certainly don't want to. But I am going to pick the Bears, to win this game. It's a division game, and I know the Lions have got a better record than the Bears, but the Bears have just slightly started, feeling themselves a little bit. Their defense have come out to play. In the last couple of games, they've been taking, the ball away as well. So the Lions, yeah, they started off to a hot start. And that always happens in the NFL. A team, goes very hard, and then towards the end, it's either they're not quite sure how they got to the top or somehow. So I'm gonna go with the Bears in that one. Lion Bears, I'll go with the Bears. Jaguars and Browns. Oof. This is a very difficult game to predict because we don't know which quarterbacks are gonna play. Trevor Lawrence, I understand he's got a high ankle sprain. The Browns don't have Deshaun Watson, but they could have Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco. If you don't know him, I think he used to play for the Ravens. That was where he got his big contract. Took them in the playoffs, and Joe Flacco was hot in the playoffs. He was hot. Not so good in the regular season. So regular season Joe Flacco, I'm not quite sure about it. Postseason Joe Flacco, you can book some money in that. But I don't know what the Jaguars are going to be without Trevor Lawrence. If Trevor Lawrence plays, then Jaguars win. If not, I'm going to go with the Browns defense because that defense is legit. Myles Garrett, the big boys flying around the yard. And, Amari Cooper is still in that team, so he can make things happen. So I'm going to go with the Browns on that one, unless Jaguars got Trevor Lawrence. Let's talk about Panthers Saints. Listen. NFC South, not the greatest place to be right now. If you're a Saint, you're thinking to yourself, well, I could win this game. Again, I don't know about the quarterback situation in both teams. Now, listen, Bryce Young is going through his learning curve, for the Panthers. I expect, that he's going to do something decent. But I've just got to go with the Saints. I have to go with the Saints in this game. I just think I'm just having a look now. I'm just seeing who on the injury report for the Saints. Yeah, I've got to go with the Saints in that one. So Panthers, Saints, go with the Saints. Now let's look at the other games that are 6 o'clock. For us in United Kingdom, Bucks Falcons. Listen, Bucks. That game is a toss up for me. I don't know what the Falcons are playing for. But I don't think the Bucks are making the postseason again, so I wouldn't be shocked if the Falcons, take this one. But I'm gonna go with the Bucks. I am gonna go with the Bucks to win this game. Colts Bengals, no Joe Burrow, and what have been the Colts? If I look at their record, I mean this game is a toss up. It really is. It really is a toss up. The Colts, what's their record right now? They are in the AFC, I believe, AFC South. Okay, so they're 7-5, so they've got a chance to get to the playoffs. Bengals are 6-6 right now. I don't see that improving. I'm gonna go Colts. Give me the Colts. Give me the Colts to win this game. I'm gonna go with the Colts there. Right. Next game we're gonna be looking at is the Rams and the Ravens. Now there's a very interesting thing that happens when the Rams play teams that are in the NFC. They smoke them. And for some reason, the Ravens always take care of business when they play NFC teams. I don't know why, but they just do. So I'm going to go with the team that has proven itself to always beat NFC teams, and that's the Ravens. The Rams are, kind of getting back in, but I mean, they've still got a chance, to get to the playoffs. And you look at that division, it's got the 49ers, it's got the Seahawks, and the Cardinals. Forget the Cardinals for a second. But the Rams can win this game and they can go above 500. Seahawks are 6-6, Rams are 6-6. So anything can still happen there. But I'm sorry, I'm gonna go with the Ravens. I just cannot go with the Rams, seeing what the Ravens does, against teams in the NFC. So that's the reason why the Ravens are gonna win this one. Right, okay, so final game, 6 o'clock game, Texans and the Jets. All I can say is CJ Stroud. Listen, that dude, I've watched him play, looks very, very good. The Jets are awful. Zach Wilson is coming back into the lineup. Brought in some other guy, I can't remember his name, to play. He wasn't very good. The Jets defense are good, so they're probably going to pick up CJ Stroud. Maybe 1 or 2 picks. He might throw 2 picks in this game because the Jets are that good in the defense. However, the offense is not anything to write home about. So I would trust the Texans to make 1 or 2 more plays in this game, and that's why they win this game. So Texans for me to win this game. Then you've got 9 o'clock games for us in the United Kingdom. So you've got Seahawks, 49ers. You've got Vikings, Raiders. You've got Broncos, Chargers, and you got the Bills and the Chiefs. And obviously the pick of the bunch is the Bills and the Chiefs. So I'm going to start with that game. Now, the Chiefs just lost a game, and that game was really odd because I was watching the game against the Packers, and it felt like I was watching Aaron Rodgers. Jaden Love was doing this, he was doing that, and I'm thinking, ooh, I thought Aaron Rodgers was over there, at the Jets somewhere. Must have left some old videos of him in the locker room that Jaden Love has been watching. So hey, it's got smashed. Now listen, Chiefs and the Bills always play a very close game, and Patrick Mahomes will come into his own. But I don't like picking against Patrick Mahomes. But I don't like what I saw in that game against the Packers. You know what? I'll pick Patrick Mahomes. So Chiefs, you get that win against the Bills. But I'll be surprised if the Bills win this one. They need to win this one because they play Dallas after this. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Bills and Chiefs, I go with the Chiefs. Viking Raiders in this game. These are 2 teams who you don't know what's going on there. Raiders have got decent players. Vikings have got decent players. I hear Justin Jefferson is due to make a return, back. If he returns, listen, the Vikings have got this one. And I like their coach, O'Connell. I like the Vikings coach in this one, and it's because of the coach, that's why I'm going to pick the Vikings. I think Vikings win this one with at least a touchdown and a field goal, so at least 10 points. Then we've got the Broncos and the Chargers. Russell Wilson is playing very well, hasn't thrown any picks in the last 4 games, and they've been humming. They already had a good defense, and now the offense are coming to play, as well. Chargers, yeah. Good players. I love Kellen Moore. He's gone over there. But I think this is just a transition season for them. So I'm going to go with the Broncos. Broncos to win this one. Broncos against Chargers win this one. Seahawks 49ers. One of my previews when I did a couple of weeks ago, I had said that this stretch was going to be important for the 49ers. And I was hoping that the Seahawks were going to put a bigger of a fight because of the division game. They didn't. They got absolutely smacked all over the pitch, by the 49ers. And you know what? I expect exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. The 49ers will be riding high, confident from handing it over to the Eagles. Eagles fly. They certainly were flying, off the building after they got their asses given to them, by the 49ers. So I'm going to go with the 49ers against the Seahawks. Now, the big daddy of them all. The big one. Before I talk about the big one, please like and subscribe the channel Across the Gridiron. Share with your friends. Let them know what's going on here. And if you're a UK fan as well, please like and subscribe the Across the Gridiron. And let me know, where in the UK you are. I live in Reading. Let me know in the UK where you are. And let's see how we can grow this, cowboy fraternity going on in the UK. But here we go. This is the big one. Eagles Cowboys. This game has huge proportions for the NFC East. I think for Dallas, it means a lot of things. It means that, you cannot take my spot, Eagles. This NFC, the Cowboys are always a team to contend with. Yeah, you took the first game at the Link. Okay, we should have won that game. A few costly mistakes, few inches here and there. But I think that the Cowboys are going to learn from this. They got 3 extra days to rest before this game. I don't even think this game should be close. I know everyone's building it up that the game should be close. I don't think this game should be close. The Cowboys handle their business. They win this game handfully. So I'm going to go with the Cowboys to win this, as I would. I'm a Cowboys fan, full disclosure. So I'm going to go with the Cowboys to win this game. And I'm going to go with another 40 points scored by the Dallas Cowboys. And the reason is Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is lights out. He's playing well. I expect him to do the business in this game as well. CeeDee Lamb. Cooks, I want you to cook. I want you to cook. So, hey, I expect another interception. Actually, I'm going to go with somebody else to have an interception, in this game. Because the Pro Bowls are out, and I was voting in the Pro Bowls. And I noticed there are a couple of other Cowboy players that are doing the business. So I expect a few sacks. Odigizua, get me a sack. D-Law, get me a sack as well. Not forgetting you, Micah, get me a sack as well. So at least 3 sacks for the Dallas Cowboys. And the Cowboys win that one. Monday night, very late game for us in the United Kingdom. Again, 1:15 a.m. 2 games. And that is Packers against the Giants. And also the Titans against the Dolphins. Now, listen. Packers against the Giants, I'm going to go with the Packers. And the reason why is because there is no reason to go with the Giants. There really isn't. Who are you going to say is in the Giants is going to be putting up a fight against the Packers? With the way the Packers played against the Chiefs, give me the Packers in that game. You got Titans, Dolphins. It's very interesting. Dolphins should really win this game. I'm just going to see where is this game happening because I don't know. That makes a difference. It's happening at the Miami. I'm in the Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins. Tennessee going, to Miami. Yeah, give me the Dolphins. I'll take the Dolphins to win this one. Titans are bottom of the AFC South. Yeah, give me the Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins. So that's my prediction for Sunday Night Football. Remember to like and subscribe what we do here Across the Gridiron. Smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button as well. Type in the comments. Let me know who have you got. Who do you think is going to come out on top? My picks are there. Where is yours? And until the next video, here we go.